Hey guys, welcome back to the Creative Restoration channel. I'm Doug Giles, as you probably already guessed. Let's see, today I want to go over a few things. Let's see, number one, we've got an unboxing video, had some shoes sent to us for some different purposes. And so I want to do the unboxing part of the video. Second part of the video, I want to go over, I've had quite a few questions in regards to getting creases out of shoes. Out of the vamp area and what I use for it, and I'd like to go over that as well. And then third section of the video is more of a I've seen on the Alan Edmonds group quite a few of the newer guys talking about what kind of shoes, what shoes should their first purchase be. So I thought I would go over that, maybe put up some pictures of some of the shoes and what, in my opinion, now I'm not a fashion guru, but I've been around quite a bit. I've watched a lot of other guys' videos, and maybe you haven't seen some of the other videos out there. So I figured, if you're watching my video and you don't get a chance to watch some of the others, maybe I can help steer you in the right direction. So without further ado, let's get on into the unboxing. All right, so we're back, and let's see. First box. This one is from Joe S. Joe is one of the members of the Alan Edmonds enthusiast groups, and Joe had asked me about doing a pair of spectators like I did for myself. So he sent me his shoes. Let's see what he sent me. Now, I haven't opened any of this yet, so I have no clue as to what we're dealing with here, what kind of condition his shoes are in. But I did talk with Joe about this to find out exactly what he was wanting. Okay. Ooh, shoe bags. All right. So let's open these shoe bags up and see exactly what Joe has sent me to make into a pair of spectators. Aha! These look like, so they're double oak soles. So these are McTavish. All right, these will make a nice pair of spectators. They look like they're in fairly decent condition. At least this shoe is. Let's see, let's get out the other one. Yeah, these look like they're in fairly decent condition. A little bit of a reddish brown hue to them. Let's get rid of the plastic bags in here. Now, Joe was asking me if I can actually do like a saddle tan on the toe box here and right here in the vamp and the heel counter here, which I think we can do. We're starting off with something light enough. We'll get rid of these creases, which again, we're going to talk about that in the second portion of this video. Exactly what I use to get rid of these creases and help lay them down so that these shoes will look as new as possible when everything is all said and done. All right, so we'll set these off to the side and we'll get into the next box. All right, so we got a big box here, and this one is from Dave S. And Dave has sent us a huge box, and we got a lot in here. Now, I already know, again, I know what's in here. This is huge. He sent a lot of shoes here. So I got to move this off camera. We'll open this up. We are going to start off with, let's see. That's number one. Oh, we got a rubber band to go along with it. All right, what are these? I don't know what these are. These are kind of funky looking. Sorry, Dave. I don't know that we're going to do anything with these, although they are cool monk straps. Let me move this back. Although these are cool monk straps, the problem I have with them, and the problem most guys are going to have with them, is that square toe. Square toes. Nobody needs square toes. This is not 1970, 1980 anymore. Square toes are out. They make a guy look like an amateur. It's unfortunate too, because these are cool looking shoes. I believe they are Allen Edmonds, but they are square toe. Yeah. I don't know. Leave your comments down below. Tell me if you think I ought to do anything with these square-toed monstrosities. Like I said, I think they are Allen Edmonds. They're 9.5 Ds. Yep, they are Allen Edmonds, and I can't quite make out the name on the inside, but they are Allen Edmonds. And my God, they're square toes. So, next pair of shoes. Let's set these off to the side. What is next? Aha! We have a pair of Johnson & Murphy cap-toe Oxfords, and these are, let's see, what size are these? 8.5 D. These are cool looking shoes. I might be able to do something really cool with these. Again, I mean, you know, we got lots to go on here. Blank canvas, very light colored shoes. So, you know, overall in really good condition. Are they Goodyear welted? They're not 360 degree Goodyear welted, but no, these are not Goodyear welted at all. But actually, I believe these might actually be... These might be Blake stitched or something. Can't really tell, but they're cool looking shoes. Look like they'd make somebody a nice pair of dress shoes. I don't know. My initial thoughts just looking at them, I'm thinking maybe a marbled finish. Bit of patina on the toe box here. A little bit of additional color right in here. Not quite a spectator, but just you know, maybe a marbled finish on it. Again, in the browns, brown family. Maybe keep our underlying color here. Maybe lighten it up just a little bit, and then go with a nice dark show brown marbled finish with little pockets of that. Of this lighter color peeking through in the background. Cool shoes. Cool shoes. Again, 8.5 Ds, Johnson & Murphy's. All right, so that's that. Next pair of shoes. Let's see, what do we have here? These are also Allen Edmonds. Nope, not that one. That's not an Allen Edmonds, but there's the matching shoe. We got some crazy stuff on here. These look like a corrected grain. These are an Allen Edmonds Lloyd. A little scuffing right back here in the heel. Corrected grain. I do not believe these are shell. They are a 9D. I don't know, they sure look like they could be shell, but interesting. If you know anything about the Allen Edmonds Lloyd, let me know. Put something in the comments down below. Check out I don't know if that's a corrected grain leather or if that's shell. Kind of hard to tell sometimes. Doesn't really look like shell, but then again, it could be. Hard to tell. If you know anything about this particular model, let me know in the comments down below. I think these, if anything, the soles and heels look like they're in halfway decent shape. Heels could use a new set of heels. Soles are nice and hard. They don't feel as though they've been gone through terribly. Doesn't feel as though they've gotten a lot of heavy use. So anyway, let me know what you think about these, what we could do with these. These will be given away. Again, 9D on these. I think most of the shoes that come in this box are going to be smaller shoes. And as I'm saying that, look what I pull out. I pull out a big old pair of massive shoes. What are these? These were gotten. These are Goodwill shoes, and they are huge. I mean, what is this? This is a 12D. I'm just used to. These are Hanovers. Double sole on them. Sole's a little bit soft right there. I mean, considering it's a double sole. Pebble grain. They say these are a D, but I mean these things look awfully wide. That's awfully wide. These are cool. I think these would polish up nicely. Might do just a polish and restoration video on just these. I know they're not Allen Edmonds. They're not extremely high-end shoes, but you know, there's definitely something to work with here. The welt on it. I'm guessing these are a Goodyear welted shoe. Yeah, they look like they're in halfway decent, serviceable condition. Yeah, I think I can do a video of them by themselves. It'd be a cool giveaway pair of shoes. Yeah, pebble grain wingtip. Long wing. So the wing comes all the way across as opposed to the short wing like this, where you can see the wing actually stops right here. These are a long wing where that wing comes all the way back to the heel counter. Okay. Looks like somebody picked these up at Goodwill. $5. I like that. $5. Alright, so that's those. And it looks like we've got one more pair of shoes in here. These are interesting. These are Florsheim Imperials. These are cool. They're a little on the small side, but these are... you know what? I'd wear these myself. Pair of monk straps. Single monk. 8.5D. Florsheim Imperials. If I had to guess the vintage on these, I'd probably say 70s, maybe 80s, 1980s, late 70s, early 80s. They're a cool pair of shoes. What can we do with these, guys? Again, you know, we'll get all of these wrinkles out of here. We can straighten all this back out. You know, clean it up. They're very dusty. I think we can get most all of this fixed on here. It's got a little bit of a gouge right here on the side. It's not bad. A little gouge right here in the toe box on both of them. These are cool shoes. All right, and I think we can clean up the heels. For those of you who have seen my the video where I redid the sides of the soles on a pair of McTavish. I did them green. You'll know that taking care of something like this, the sides of these soles on here, I mean, these can look brand new again. And we can actually go in and straighten all this out, straighten out all these creases on here, fix all the color, fix the little dings and dents on it. Yeah, these are going to be cool shoes. Again, let me know in the comments, what do you think about these? You know, these are an 8.5D. These will be cool giveaway shoes. All right, so that was pretty cool. We got 5 pairs of giveaway shoes that were donated to us. Unfortunately, only one pair looked like it was a 12D. All of the rest of them are smaller sizes. Unfortunately, that's just what's been coming in. I know, we'll be getting other ones. I'd like to thank Dave for his generous contribution. I know it cost him almost $40 to send all of those shoes to me. But they will go to good homes. That's going to be upcoming giveaway shoes. So good deal. Thanks again, Dave. All right, so next portion of the video. Some of you guys were asking what I do to get the creases out of a pair of shoes. Well, number one, first thing you have to have is a decent pair of shoe trees. These are Allen Edmonds, but any good pair of shoe trees will work. Second thing, I've said this on the videos before, but I use a 50-50 cut of 93% isopropyl alcohol and water. Mix it up in a spray bottle, and really all you do, take your spray bottle, take your shoes, spritz it all over, rub it in, let it soak in, spray it again. Okay, spray on the insides of the shoes, get it way down into there. Take your shoe tree and shove it in there. Push your shoe tree in nice and tight, and then get your shoe tree in and stretch. You're going to end up stretching it. You'll feel in here, in that vamp area, or in the, that's the vamp area. You'll feel inside of here that shoe tree underneath. Now, with the top here, the vamp nice and wet with water and alcohol mixture, you're going to take something nice and smooth. And I just use, this is a creasing tool that I use, but I'm using the handle of it because it's nice and smooth. And I'm just taking and rubbing that handle back and forth. Now you can use the back of a spoon, you can use a deer bone, but anything that's nice and smooth, nice and polished, that you're not gonna gouge it up or anything like that. And that's really all you do. Once you've done that, you want to set the shoes off to the side, give them a day or two. The longer you can give them in the shoe trees to dry out, let them dry out naturally with the shoe trees still in the shoes. And the longer you do that, the better it is. The fibers within that leather are gonna loosen up from the alcohol and water. And when it dries back, it's going to be nice and stiff again. Will it take care of it permanently? No, it won't. It'll never, the leather will never be as it was brand spanking new, but it will alleviate a lot of those creases. And if you use shoe trees in your shoes all the time, when you take off your shoes, put the shoe trees in. If you do that, you'll eliminate most of the creases in your shoes to begin with. So, if you develop the creases in your shoes, if you develop those creases in your shoes, and you want to get rid of them and kinda start fresh, again, use the alcohol and water mixture, spray it in there, throw the shoe trees in, rub them down, let it dry, and then go back and polish out your shoes as you normally would. Okay, so that's how we take care of that. Now, third part of the video. Set these shoes off to the side. Give me a moment. All right, so third part of the video. A lot of guys, and let me move over to here because I want to give this space right in here. I'm probably going to pop some pictures right in here of some shoes. A lot of guys will ask, what pair of shoes should I get as my first pair of dress shoes? It's kind of subjective. It really depends on what type of work you do, what you wear most of the time. But in my personal opinion, one of the last pairs of shoes that you would absolutely need is going to be something like a pair of black Park Avenues. They're great shoes. They are fantastic shoes, very well built, great value for your money, but it's probably one of the least versatile pair of shoes you'll have. So when I'm thinking about what pairs of shoes somebody who's just starting out would need, the first pair on my list would probably be either a pair of brown strands, or not brown, but walnut strands. If you're wanting to stick with Allen Edmonds, I would stick with the walnut strands. Obviously, they are probably the most versatile pair of shoes you're ever going to run across. If you don't particularly like the cap toe and you want something more on the lines of a wingtip, either the McAllister or the McTavish. We just saw earlier in the video the pair of McTavish, and that's actually the walnut. That's a very, very versatile pair of shoes. Walnut is going to go with grays. It's going to go with blues. It's going to go with blue jeans. It's going to go with a suit. It's going to go with chinos. It's going to go with a pair of just a regular pair of dress slacks, anything other than, say, black. And I've actually seen it paired with black, and if it's done properly, it works. It's a cool look if you can pull it off. So that would be my first suggestion, would either the pair of walnut strands or the pair of walnut McAllister or McTavish. Number one. Number two would be whichever one you didn't get first. So let's say if you bought the McAllister first, you bought yourself a pair of walnut McAllisters. Your second pair of shoes, I would say get the strands, get the walnut strands. Maybe change up the color. Well, yeah, probably change up the color. Maybe go with a Merlot, or trying to think, what other colors do they have now? Something in the reddish family, because again, it's going to be very versatile. It'll go with blue jeans. It'll go with blue. It'll go with brown. It'll go with khaki, chinos. Again, like I said, blue jeans. It'll go with everything. About the only thing it doesn't particularly pair well with, and it can, is a black suit or a black pair of slacks. And then third, the last pair of shoes that I would get would be the black Park Avenues. I've seen a lot of people where they want to buy, and let's go back to, where are they? These. Okay. Black wingtips. Black wingtips, in my opinion, are probably the least versatile pair of shoes you're going to get. And the reason being is that wingtips are the least formal of all of the colors, or of all of the designs. The wingtips themselves are the least formal because of all the broguing, because of how many whistles and bells are on there. That makes it the least formal, oddly enough. And black is the most formal of all of the colors. So to me, it just kind of seems like a black wingtip, and don't get me wrong, I own a pair, and they go great with maybe a suit that you're going to wear to church or something like that, but I would never wear a pair of black wingtips to a high-end business meeting or something like that. Not that I go to a lot of high-end business meetings, but if I did, I would not wear a pair of black wingtips. Just wouldn't do it. It's a fashion faux pas, as far as I'm concerned. Some people may differ. Some people may disagree with me. I'm probably going to get some thumbs down on that. Hey, it's my opinion. So your third pair of shoes I would suggest would be the Black Park Avenues. They are the most formal to go with the most formal color. Nobody's going to fault you for having a pair of cap toe, unbrogued cap toe black shoes paired up with your black suit, or navy for that matter. But yeah, like I said, pair number one, something walnut, something that you can pair with a suit, a lighter colored suit, and maybe later on down the road, some of the future purchases might be a pair of Daltons. If you live up north, maybe a pair of Daltons. I I live down in the South. I'm in New Orleans, and one of my favorite pairs of boots that Alan Edmonds made was the Salkville. Anyway, got them on my feet right now. They're suede. They are pretty close to the design of the Daltons, but they have a they have a Vibram sole on them, and they're a little bit softer on the feet than the leather soles. Cool shoes though, really cool shoes. So anyway, those are my suggestions. Number one would be the walnut strand, walnut McAllister, walnut McTavish. Can't go wrong with any one of those three. They will pair perfectly with charcoal. They'll pair perfectly with a pair of jeans. They'll pair perfectly with chinos or khakis. Yeah, they're great shoes. And then, maybe get something in a Merlot or an Oxblood for your second pair. But again, I would stick with the opposite model. So again, if you chose the strands for your first pair of shoes, then get a pair of wingtips, which would be the McAllisters and the McTavish for your second pair, and get them in either an Oxblood or a Merlot. That would suit you well. And third pair, if you're going to be wearing a lot of black suits, a lot of really dark black suits, and going to a lot of more formal events, then go with the Park Avenue. And then, obviously, like I said, I have a pair of, I have got a pair of black Jeffersons. So, and they're the original Jeffersons. And, that's a wingtip, black wingtip. And, but I rarely ever use it. Rarely ever put them on my feet. They're really comfortable. They're really nice, but I rarely ever put them on my feet. So, and then later on down the road, once you've got those first three pairs, then start branching out and getting a little bit more creative. Maybe a loafer, maybe a pair of boots, something like that. Aldens, those Alden Indies are nice. I've been eyeing a pair for myself. Expensive but nice. But again, I've probably got 35 pairs of shoes. So I've already got the basics covered. I can start branching out into other shoes. So, but anyway, hope you find this video interesting. I hope you found it informative. Stick around with us. We're going to have some other videos coming up pretty soon. I've just been hectic. It's been really hectic with trying to get videos produced. With my other business that I do, that this kind of sometimes has to take a back seat, even though I don't want it to. So, but anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Hopefully it won't be too terribly long. Y'all take care.